Hi guys, my name is Trevor Rhodes and this is my video research. So I've titled it Pure Heroine, the influential album from a research perspective. I feel like that's a very fitting title just because this is essentially a deep dive into the different things Lourdes was trying to convey with her album and overall its impact. This has been a super fun topic to research, so let's get into it. So as I previously explained, my research is based on a deep study into the album, reviewing its contents in relation to its meaning song by song and as a whole. Also looking into the effects of the album on people. Throughout all this, I literally went song by song, lyric by lyric, and just took what I thought it may have meant and just started with that. My research question going into this was, what is the meaning of Pure Heroine and what effects does it have on its listeners? One of my primary means of research was conducting interviews. So I started with people that have listened to the album before, and I played it for them just to get their thoughts on certain songs. Then I also interviewed someone who has never listened to it before just to get their raw and unbiased opinions on what they thought it could have meant. A lot of her songs do have really tricky lyrics, so I think doing this with other people's help really emphasized my goal and what I was trying to do with it. I also used a bunch of other sources through extensive research, and that includes different articles, blogs, or research papers. Alright, now I'm going to review some of the secondary sources I gathered to help support my report. So, in the first one, How Lourdes Pure Heroine Challenged Pop 10 Years Later Retrospective, it essentially explains how her vision of creating the album was trying to make it sonically cohesive, and she also wanted it to demonstrate many teenage themes, which I feel she did very successfully. She includes a bunch of emotions or feelings or thoughts that a typical teenager may experience. It even goes further to show how viewers felt about the album in relation to their own emotions. So like I said, it was just something a lot of people could connect with. I also included a scholarly source I found titled The Pure Heroine and Her Melodrama. This source provides viable information as it is stated that her lyrics explore classic teen pop themes, like I'd mentioned before, but some of these do include social anxiety, romantic yearning, debilitating ennui, booze-soaked ragers with an eerie zoomed-out detachment. And also, my favorite source I came across throughout all of my research I had done is Revisiting Lourdes Pure Heroine a Decade On. This source states that Lourdes wrote Pure Heroine at 15 in the throes of teen angst herself. This perspective allowed her the ability to enrapture the tender psyches of those unsettled by and disillusioned with their own coming of age, those who wish to return to the carefree days of their childhoods, and those who yearn for the supposed steadiness of adulthood. Everything I gathered had really proven to be very useful. I don't think there was really many sources I came across that didn't give me some sort of help and also just reassured me in what I thought originally. Throughout all this, I ultimately found exactly what I was looking for, which is the true message of the album. Pure Heroine to me is best described as the ugliness of societal expectations, fame, and being young. It is that simple. Lourdes critiques many ideas throughout her work of art, specifically the superficial life that we are supposed to want. She explores her own identity and the common desire to be authentic in a world that glamorizes reputation and fitting in with the crowd. Essentially, what Lourdes does with her album is force listeners to question societal norms and self-reflect on their own beliefs as to what success means in context of who you are and even giving up who you are. I am not surprised one bit that her album got the success it did. It is truly remarkable and will stand the test of times.